Stop struggling with dynamic web pages. Did you know that DOM manipulation is the single most tested skill in JavaScript technical interviews and certifications? In this video, we will cover JavaScript DOM manipulation practice questions and answers exam prep. Master JavaScript DOM manipulation with this comprehensive practice test. In this comprehensive guide, we are diving deep into 30 expert-level JavaScript DOM manipulation questions. We'll cover everything from event delegation and node traversal to performance optimization and the latest web APIs. Make sure you have a pen and paper ready to track your score. Let's see if you can get a perfect 30 out of 30. Which method returns a live HTML collection of elements with a specific class name? Option A. Query selector all. Option B. Get elements by class name. Option C. Query selector. Option D. Get element by class. The correct answer is B. The get elements by class name method returns a live HTML collection, meaning if the DOM is updated, the collection updates automatically. In contrast, query selector all returns a static node list that does not change even if the DOM changes. Option D is syntactically incorrect as the method name is plural. How do you access the immediate parent node of an element in JavaScript? Option A. Element, get parent. Option B. Element, parent element. Option C. Element, child to parent. Option D. Element, supernode. The correct answer is B. The parent element property returns the DOM node's parent element. While parent node is also commonly used, parent element specifically ensures the parent is an element object and not a document node. Methods like getParent do not exist in the standard web API. In the context of event bubbling, what does event stop propagation do? Option A. It prevents the browser's default action. Option B. It stops the event from triggering on the current element. Option C. It prevents the event from bubbling up to parent elements. Option D. It deletes the event listener after one use. The correct answer is C. Event bubbling is the process where an event triggers on the deepest target and then moves up through its ancestors. The stop propagation method prevents the event from reaching any further up the DOM tree, ensuring parent handlers are not executed. It should not be confused with prevent default, which stops the default browser behavior like following a link. Which property is considered more secure for adding plain text to an element to avoid XSS attacks? Option A. Inner HTML. Option B. Outer HTML. Option C. Text content. Option D. Document. Right. The correct answer is C. Text content is highly recommended for security because it treats all input as raw text and does not parse it as HTML. This prevents cross-site scripting, XSS, attacks where malicious scripts could be injected. Inner HTML, while powerful, parses strings as HTML and can execute script tags if not handled properly. What is the correct syntax to create a new div element? Option A. Document, new element, div. Option B. Document, create element, div. Option C. New div. Option D. Window, add div. The correct answer is B. The document, create element, Method is the standard way to create an element node in the DOM. Once created, it exists in memory but is not part of the visible document until it is appended using methods like append child or prepend. How do you check if an element has a specific attribute? Option A. Element. Check attribute. Name. Option B. Element. Get attribute. Name. Option C. Element. Has attribute. Name. Option D. Element. Contains. Name. The correct answer is C. The has attribute method returns a Boolean, true, false, indicating whether the specified element has the specified attribute. Get attribute would return the value of the attribute or null, which is less direct for a simple existence check. Why is event delegation efficient when working with many child elements? Option A. It speeds up the DOM rendering engine. Option B. It allows a single listener on a parent to handle events for all current and future children. Option C. It prevents events from ever reaching the root document. Option D. It automatically converts click events into touch events. The correct answer is B. Event delegation takes advantage of event bubbling. By placing one listener on a parent element, you manage events for all its children. This is memory efficient and works for future elements added to the DOM dynamically after the listener was initially set. What is the correct way to change the background color of an element using JavaScript? Option A. Element. Style. Background color equals red. Option B. Element. Style. Background color equals red. Option C. Element. Class. Background equals red. Option D. Element. Set styles. Background. Red. The correct answer is B. In JavaScript, CSS property names that contain a hyphen are converted to camel case when accessed through the style object. Therefore, background color becomes background color. Using the hyphenated version without brackets would result in a syntax error. Which method removes an element from the DOM directly? Option A. Element. Delete. Option B. Element. Remove. Option C. Element. Dispose. Option D. Element. Remove child. The correct answer is B. The remove method is a modern way to remove an element directly from the DOM tree. Remove child is an older alternative that must be called on the parent node. E.g., parent, remove child, child, element, remove, is more concise and widely supported in modern browsers. What does query selector, container P, return? Option A. All paragraph elements inside the container. Option B. The first paragraph element inside the container. Option C. An array of all elements with the class container. Option D. A Boolean indicating if the element exists. The correct answer is B. The query selector method returns the first element that matches the specified CSS selector. If you need all matching elements, you must use query selector all, which returns a static node list. What is the third parameter of add event listener used for? Option A. A callback function. Option B. A delay in milliseconds. Option C. An options object or a Boolean for use capture. Option D. The ID of the element. The correct answer is C. The third parameter of add event listener is optional. It can be a Boolean. True for capture phase, false for bubbling phase, or an options object specifying properties like once, passive, or signal. Which property returns the first child of an element, including text nodes? Option A, first element child. Option B, first child. Option C, children, 0. Option D, child nodes, 1. The correct answer is B. First child returns the first node in the list of child nodes, which can be an element, text, or comment node. If you only want the first element node, ignoring white space or text, you should use first element child. Which method is best for adding a class without overriding existing classes? Option A, element, class name equals new class. Option B, element, class list add, new class. Option C, element, set attribute, class, new class. Option D, element, add class, new class. The correct answer is B. Class list add is the safest and modern way to add a class to an element. It only adds the class if it doesn't already exist and preserves other classes. Using class name equals would replace all existing classes with the new one. How do you retrieve the value of an input field with id username? Option A, document, get element by ID, username, inner text. Option B, document, get element by ID, username, value. Option C, document, get element by ID, username, get attribute, content. Option D, document, get element by ID, username, content. The correct answer is B. For form elements like input, text area, and select, the user-entered data is stored in the value property. Inner text or text content would not work here because inputs are void elements and don't contain text nodes as children. What happens when you use document? Create document fragment. Option A, it creates a new physical window. Option B, it creates a lightweight container to hold DOM nodes without adding to the main DOM tree immediately. Option C, it converts an HTML string into a JSON object. Option D, it creates a backup of the current document. The correct answer is B. A document fragment is a virtual DOM node. When you append elements to it, no reflow or repaint occurs in the browser. When the fragment is finally appended to the DOM, only one reflow occurs, making it a powerful tool for performance optimization. Which event fires when the HTML document has been completely loaded and parsed, without waiting for style sheets or images? Option A, load. Option B, DOM content loaded. Option C, ready. Option D, init. The correct answer is B. The DOM content loaded event fires as soon as the HTML is loaded and the DOM tree is built. The load event, however, waits for all external resources like images and CSS files to finish loading. How do you access a data attribute named DataUserId using the dataset property? Option A, element, dataset, DataUserId. Option B, element, dataset, UserId. Option C, element, dataset, UserID. Option D, element, Dataset, user_id. The correct answer is C. The dataset property maps data attributes to camel case keys. The prefix data is removed, and any hyphens are removed with the following letter capitalized. Thus, data user id becomes user ID. Which method is specifically designed to select an element by its unique ID? Option A, query selector. #id. Option B, get element by ID, id. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is C. Both methods work. Get element by ID is older and slightly faster as it only looks for ids. Query selector is more versatile as it uses CSS selectors, requiring the hash prefix to target an ID. What is the node type value for an element node? Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Option C, 3. Option D, 9. The correct answer is A. In the DOM API, node type is represented by constants. 1 stands for an element node, 2 for an attribute node, deprecated, 3 for a text node, and 9 for the document node itself. What does the method classList toggle active do? Option A, it removes the class active only. Option B, it adds the class active if it is absent, and removes it if it is present. Option C, it renames all classes to active. Option D, it creates a new CSS animation called active. The correct answer is B. The toggle method is a convenient way to switch a class on and off. It checks for the existence of the class and performs the opposite action, returning true if the class was added and false if it was removed. Which method allows you to insert a node at the very beginning of a parent element's children? Option A, append child. Option B, insert after. Option C, prepend. Option D, add to start. The correct answer is C. The prepend method inserts a set of node objects or string objects before the first child of the element. Append child, on the other hand, adds the node as the last child. In an event listener function, what does event target represent? Option A, the element that the listener is attached to. Option B, the element that actually triggered the event. Option C, the parent of the element that triggered the event. Option D, the window object. The correct answer is B. Event target refers to the specific element where the event originated. The leaf of the tree. Event current target, however, refers to the element that the event listener is attached to. Which object represents the browser window and serves as the global object for client-side? JavaScript? Option A, document. Option B, navigator. Option C, window. Option D, screen. The correct answer is C. The window object is the root of the browser object model, BOM. It contains the document object, DOM, as well as other properties like location, history, and navigator. How do you find the next sibling element that is specifically an element node? Option A, next sibling. Option B, next element sibling. Option C, get next. Option D, sibling after. The correct answer is B. Next sibling will return the next node, which might be a text node, like a space or newline. Next element sibling specifically ignores text and comment nodes to find the next actual HTML element. What is reflow in the context of the DOM? Option A, the process of clearing the browser cache. Option B, the browser calculating the positions and geometries of elements in the document. Option C, the process of downloading JavaScript files. Option D, refreshing the page automatically. The correct answer is B. Reflow occurs when the browser must recalculate the layout of a portion of the page, or the whole page, because of changes to the DOM or styles. Excessive reflows can slow down web performance, which is why batching DOM changes is recommended. Which event occurs when a user releases a key on the keyboard? Option A, key down. Option B, key press. Option C, key up. Option D, key release. The correct answer is C. The key up event is triggered when the user stops pressing a key. Key down triggers the moment the key is pressed down. And key press, now deprecated, was used for character keys. Which method is used to remove an attribute like disabled from a button? Option A, element, remove attribute, disabled. Option B, element, disabled equals false. Option C, both A and B. Option D, element, delete attribute, disabled. The correct answer is C. Both methods effectively work. Remove attribute, disabled, removes the attribute from the HTML entirely. Setting the property, disabled equals false changes the state of the element in the DOM object, making the button clickable again. Which property gives the width of an element including padding but excluding borders and margins? Option A, offset width. Option B, client width. Option C, scroll width. Option D, inner width. The correct answer is B. Client width includes the visible content and padding, but excludes borders, margins, and scroll bars. Offset width, by contrast, includes the borders and scroll bars. What is the result of document get elements by tag name, div? Option A, an array of all div elements. Option B, a static node list of div elements. Option C, a live HTML collection of div elements. Option D, the first div element found. The correct answer is C. Similar to get elements by class name, get elements by tag name returns a live HTML collection. This means if you add a new less than div greater than via script, the collection will update its length automatically. What is the purpose of the once true option in add event listener? Option A, the event listener will only trigger if the user clicks once. Option B, the listener is automatically removed after the event is handled for the first time. Option C, the listener prevents other listeners from firing. Option D, the event can only be triggered by the primary mouse button. The correct answer is B. The once property in the options object tells the browser to automatically call Remove event listener after the callback has been executed once. This is excellent for cleanup and performance. Great job finishing this practice test. How many did you get right? Let me know your score in the comments section below. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more JavaScript deep dives and exam preparation videos. For the full practice exam and certification prep, check the link in the description below.